Oh, yeah, we're back at it again. Back at it again with the Maelstrom Protocol. I played as Finka this time. I was still running around with randoms. I was really serious about this one, so I actually pulled out her LMG for this. I don't normally try to run the LMGs, but since it seems to be that there isn't really a lack of mobility, um, I've been running a lot more LMGs lately, just because of the amount of bullets and like the major difference. I think our main gun keeps 30. The LMG has like 100, so it's been useful. When I'm normally like a medical character, like Doc or Finka, I normally try to, do the boost as much as possible, especially Doc. I try to make sure, whatever the lowest teammate is, I keep him supplied and or myself supplied. That way the med kits can be split a little differently. I'm actually surprised that there hasn't been more Maelstrom protocols with Doc, and they might be doing that just to kind of make it a tad bit harder. Maybe it might be easier to use Doc and get through these things, since Doc can, when maxed out, Doc can have the marksman rifle, which is really good against the apexes and smashers and rooters, as well as he has his healing ability. So they might, just have him out on the fact that they believe he's overpowered for these things. But he's a very useful character. Finka's a very amazing character. Honestly, as far as like playing solo, is if you get a good Finka and or a good Doc on your team, your runs actually become so much longer, just because it's quality character. Doc can heal from a distance. Like if he shoots you, you can kind of. If he shoots you with his ability, you can actually get res that way. If Finka uses her adrenaline boost while you're on the ground, you get boosted. My pistol skills are actually getting insane, by the way. But yeah, they're two of the most useful characters. I recently found out that Zofia has the ability to get herself up, the same way that Finka, I believe, and Capitao do. So by killing, enemies, she can actually get up, which is very, very useful. It's a very, very useful ability. I also believe that he has the ability to stand or get back up with once he's like close to maxed out and or maxed out, like rank 9 or maybe rank, or actually maxed out at rank 10. She can actually get up with like 70 health. So if that is true and that's kind of how she works, that's gonna be insane. That's probably the reason why they haven't put her in a Maelstrom protocol yet, since this is, I think, the second week that she's been out. Oh, no, 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 actually, yeah. Yeah, this is the second week. Yeah, it's the second week she's been out, and she hasn't been in Maelstrom protocol yet. So that might be the reason that they're trying to figure out, I guess, a way to, or maybe make a Maelstrom protocol hard enough, quote unquote, to deal with that like level of power that she has. Or maybe they're just giving people time to level up. Who knows? But I am working on my Zofia, getting her up, making sure to try to max everybody else out as I can. Getting everybody up is kind of. I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it's an interesting bag, because if you have good teammates, you can easily get everybody up. If you don't, or if you're playing solo and you're kind of trying to do it without going MIA a bunch of times, it's a lot slower of a process. Like, if you really want to get as much XP as possible, you obviously have to play the game on a higher difficulty, like severe and or critical, because that's obviously going to give you 100% more XP, or 100, I think 10 or 120 plus XP. So you do the objectives, and if it's 2,000, you're getting 4,000, things like that. So if you have solid teammates, it's obviously easier. But someone like me, who I end up playing, and I'm not 90% of the time with either randoms or solo, I'm obviously struggling to level everybody up, just because of the amount of times that things go bad and I have to a character goes MIA, or the amount of times where I'm midway through an incursion and we're extracting because somebody died or something like that. Like the amount of botched incursions kind of starts to pile up. So it's a couple thousand here, a couple thousand there, all working toward the greater goal of getting everybody maxed out. But I have pretty much everybody maxed out or close to. I think I have 4 ranked 10s at this moment, 3 or 4 ranked 9s, 3 rank 8s, and then a couple 7s, and then my Zofia, which I believe is at 6 right now. So everybody's upper epsilon. Everybody's pretty much almost close to max, but I just haven't gotten to the point where I have everybody maxed across the board. I obviously really need to do that. I've been enjoying the spillover, but I haven't really been playing it as much as I probably should. I think there's just over 10 days left in spillover, so I definitely really should play it more before the event's over, especially since I want to kind of really get to the studies and things like that, get all the little event memorabilia, because I do believe you get a lot of charms and things like that for doing the event, and I definitely don't want to miss out on those. Just like in Siege, these like event tokens and all these special memorabilia will definitely be something I want to look back on. So I do not want to let it slip through my fingers just because I wasn't really paying attention to the game. I'm getting I'm getting much better at dealing with tormentors, smashers, and tormentors and smashers mostly. But I'm getting really better at dealing with them just because I'm starting to understand how they work. Apexes, I haven't ran into too many apexes. I still haven't ran into that many apexes, and even the developers understand that the game is, or that the apexes are kind of built hard. Because whereas, killing everybody else is like 50 for an achievement, killing 5 apexes is the achievement. So they understand that the apexes are not by any means easy to kill. But yeah, my pistol play is getting insane. Like, the way I was able to easily just take things out with my pistol, especially, I think Finka's pistol is 26 damage, maybe a 30 damage pistol with the suppressor on it, because I am running the suppressor on that because I took the suppressor off my primary gun. But it's just like, to be literally that precise with it and that clean, I'm not going to say I'm feeling myself, but I'm feeling very confident in my skills at this point. But my teammates were taking a lot of the health. Taking a lot of damage. I don't understand how I was making it through this without really taking damage, but I just seem to literally be gliding through it. I don't know if it's just because I was playing it safe and being very cautious, or because I just knew where I was going and I really only attacked the enemies that I needed to. But I was kind of just, boosting them whenever I could, trying to keep them from dying. I was trying to, point out react kits, point out med kits, just basically do whatever I could, because I am really a serious team player. Like, even when I'm not doing comms, which is a lot of times, because I don't know, I feel weird sometimes trying to talk to randoms, and a lot of people don't talk back, so I don't like talking to myself. But I do try to ping things that people need. I try to, before I even take anything, hey, does anybody need this? So I'll ping it. But this seems like a solid set of randoms. Even though they took a lot of damage, it seems solid. We seem to move, I'm not gonna say we moved as one, but we moved close enough together that if anything went wrong, we were kind of right there to pick each other up. Like right here, dude went down, ended up having to, save him from the smasher. So we just kind of played it close. It was good. It was kind of smooth. I expected the Vigil to be a little smoother than he was, because I think both the Vigil, I believe all 3 of us came in here with a maxed out character. So the IQ was at the max rank, the Vigil was at the max rank, and Vigil, when he's at his highest rank, is somewhat, I'm not gonna say he's OP, but he's very, very useful because he gets his cloak for the entire team. I really need to learn to turn this laser off. The more I watch these back, the angrier I get at myself. Because I would not be taking damage if I would turn the laser off and not, unparalysis some of my enemies. But I did gun him down right there. Got the little vantage point, gunned him down. But I'm getting real smooth. I'm really getting my confidence with this. I still have not been able to break my silver cycle. It's starting to irk me because I feel like I'm doing all the right things to break it, but I literally just can't break the threshold, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, as I said in my video last week, like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong to not break this silver cycle. And it might just be that I'm really just trying too hard, and I need to just relax, back off Maelstrom Protocol for a little bit, like play it but not really focus on it, and maybe do more of the events. And we do more of the events and the assignments, and I don't know. But I'm really frustrated with the fact that I'm not, making it through that a lot easier than I feel I should. Because I feel like it shouldn't be that difficult. I've been putting the time in, I've been studying, I've been making sure to, pay attention to how the assignments work and what's where and the different roles for enemies. I don't know. It's just things don't seem to fall into place, and that's really, really something I gotta figure out. But we did get a lot of XP here. This is a maxed out character. I kind of wish I would have picked somebody else, but I'm happy that I did pick Finky because it did run super smooth because of that. I had the most kills, I had the most health, so it was nice. I really should look at the stats more, but it's been AP Experiment, and I'll catch you on the next one.